It doesn't really matter whether it's winter or summer, but sunglasses and watches are one of our classic timepieces. That stays one of the favorite of many women who love to put their fashion look together. Today, I want to share with you some tips to help you to make sure that your client's experience with you is not only favorable, but that you give her all the information that she needs to not only have the best out of her product, but to make sure that her product lasts her an incredibly long time. We're going to chat about fashion eyewear and watches. And when we look at the fashion eyewear or sunglasses, oh my word, you will know that they are absolutely so stylish. And they become part of an outfit, which means that you need a red pair, a blue pair, a green pair, a gold one, a black one, a round one, a oval one, and a square one. But the best part of our sunglasses is that they are a fully functional UV 400 protection. This is one of the highest quality protections for your eyes that you can have. And one thing that you might not know is that during the winter time, sun is much more harmful to your eyes than in summer. And therefore, you will see that we have got right throughout the year, we have got these eyewear available for you so that your client can continually create and upgrade her look. Our eyewear are delivered in a fashionable protective hard case, and it also comes with a cleaning cloth. Our timepieces. So we would have two kinds of timepieces. The first one is for men and for women. The way you can differentiate that is by looking inside the face and you'll see the HM, which is the Honey Man logo. On the women's watches, you will have the whole Honey brand written out in HONEY. Now, however, sometimes there are some men timepieces that women love to wear because it's got that bulky boyfriend look. So our timepieces are actually classic, and as long as the client is happy with the one they have, I mean, who are we to say what they should or should not wear? When you look at our watches, I think the most important part is to really make sure that you watch the description and see what we show you inside of the description because we give you the diameter of the face, which means you will know exactly what is the size of the watch you are going to get. And then also look out for other descriptions like the plating. For instance, this specific watch, you would have seen that it has got a weathered look, is what the description actually says. That means that when you get the watch, even though it's brand new, it looks like it's been worn. So that is one of those key things that you need to just point out to your client by saying to them, when you order this watch, it's going to look like it's worn, but it's not. That is the look that we are going for. Now, it's important to look at these descriptions because you don't want to unnecessarily take a product to a client if you know that they are a very classic, put together kind of a fashion that they like to rock. Our timepieces are water resistant, not waterproof, which means that if water would splash on them, it would be okay, but you cannot swim with them. Our watches also carry a 1 year guarantee from defect on the mechanism of the watch. So, what does that say? We say that in 1 year, we believe that our timepiece, the movement of our timepiece, will be of such a quality that we guarantee it for 1 year. The straps and the clasps are not included in that 1 year guarantee. And you might think that that is unfair. But if you go and look at any watch manufacturer, even those watch manufacturers where you would pay thousands of rands for a watch, the strap is never included. Because as a company and as a watch manufacturer, we cannot be held responsible for how your client actually handles the strap of the watch. But yes, the mechanism that carries a 1 year guarantee. Sometimes, after about a year or so, your watch would stop. And then you would turn around your watch, lift up the plate, and take the battery out. You then go to one of your closest pharmacies. And I do suggest that you use a reputable battery manufacturer and try to stay away from imports where, especially where you buy the batteries at a very, very cheap price. I prefer to go to my local chemist and pick up one of the branded batteries there. What I have found, and this is my personal experience, that a branded battery will not damage the mechanism. However, these very, very cheap batteries sometimes do affect the quality of my mechanism. I will come back home, I will pop my battery in, I will pop the plate back in, and I have got another year to 18 months, sometimes 2 years of wearing time on my watch. When you unpack your accessories, I think this is very important, especially when you get your sunglasses. Make sure that the whole sunglass is intact. If it's got stones, are the stones there? Is the little nose pieces intact? Have a look at the quality of the sunglass before you take it to your client. The second thing you want to do, especially when you do a watch, is you want to make sure that you set the watch. Your watch will have a little plastic clip that is inserted in the mechanism where you would set the watch to make sure that your battery does not run down during transit. So by pulling that out, and it's a very, very small little plastic clip. It looks the same like the bread, the little plastic clip that keeps your bread package closed, but it is very small. So pull out the mechanism, set the watch, remove that plastic clip, and press the pin back in. This means the moment your client receives her watch, it is not only already set, but it's ready to go onto her wrist. One of the most important parts of wearing your sunglasses and your watches is to make sure that you take stunning photos of your look, of your wear, and even of your client, and then use that to promote to your clients and show that credibility of the service that you bring. Also, when we take care of our accessories, there are some key pointers that I want to point out. And when we look at both our watch and our sunglasses, we would treat them the same as our jewelry. They should be wiped down with a soft damp cloth to remove all the residue that have gone onto your product while wearing, and then store them in their supplied dust cover. So my watch goes back into my watch box, and my sunglasses, after I've cleaned them, goes back into my protective pouch and into my sunglasses case. It's also important to teach this to your client every single time you do a delivery. Um, they might have forgotten how to take care of it, or they might have never listened to you in the first place. So remember to repeat, repeat. So care and guarantee instructions. Remember we said that the watch, the mechanism, carries a 1 year guarantee, but the strap will carry a 28-day guarantee in the first month of wearing your product. It's not impossible that the clip might malfunction or that a pin might fall out, but if it happens, it will happen within the first 28 days. Also, my sunglasses carries the 28-day guarantee, and make sure that you deliver your product to your client as soon as possible. And also remember to tell your client to wear the product as soon as possible so that she doesn't become aware of the defect in the third month that the product has been lying in her drawer. Our product is guaranteed for 28 days. So please do make sure that you bring that under your client's attention. And then I hope that you will go out and sell with confidence, because both timepieces and both sunglasses are one of the most amazing parts on how you can really upgrade your look.